So Tonisha, can you share with us 3 non-verbal cues that we need to take care of, to exude confidence in public?
Interesting. So they do say that confidence is always, seen before it's heard. So the non-verbal cues is the most important thing. To begin with, when someone walks into the room, it's the posture. To stand tall, to keep your chest open, and to hold on to, being very comfortable. That way you're sending out the right messages. So posture. Secondly, I would say eye contact. When a person holds eye contact and not stares or is gripping into you and making someone feel uncomfortable, but when they hold in eye contact, that's very gentle, and you're passing off comfort and ease and making that comfort and ease become more relevant to people wanting to meet you more. So I think it's eye contact. It is eye contact. And the last one, which is the most underrated, is controlled movement. Controlled movement is when people are not just fidgeting with their clothes and tapping and adjusting their clothes, playing with their hair. So it's really about having purposeful gestures and movement. You have to be a little strategic about how you place yourself in front of an audience. So of course, confidence is something not to be perfect, but it's more about, holding yourself in the right way and being comfortable with yourself.
Wow. So posture, a confident posture, eye contact that connects, and controlled body movement.
Always.
Tonisha, you carried tremendous experience as a trainer. Tell us, what are the traps that trainers can fall into and how do they guard themselves against it?
Wow, that's a deep question. Well, trainers usually, one thing I wish trainers knew is they need to not be too aware of what knowledge they have. The more they show, they need to be sharing knowledge and being more listeners. So one thing is to be more impactful than impress with your knowledge. So that's the first thing. And the second trap I think people usually get into, especially the trainers, is be a good listener. Talking and motivating and saying things that you know more is not training. Is lending a ear and making way for someone else to listen to you and make way for that comfort conversation to happen. You're still training them. So there's a lot of training that happens in silence. And the third biggest trap is trainers need to self-grow. They need to learn. They need to invest in learning more. So that is where they observe. They make way to holding on to their audience better and captivating the adaptability to just being there for them. So self-grow and be a little more aware. I think that makes a good trainer.
Wow.
Yes.
I love how training and being sensitive to those around you plays such a key role.
Absolutely. Empathy. So Craig, since you've been training so many people, especially the youth, the Gen Z and the Gen Alpha, can you let me know what is the type and the quality of communication that they need to be trained for?
Let's think about this. What does Gen Z, Gen Alpha have? It's that knowledge on their fingertips. So they're living in an economy of AI.
Right.
But here's the other thing. What they need to learn firstly is to be observant, because there's a lot more happening that's not on their phones, but it's actually happening around them. The second aspect is being respectful. Because if I come to you like a know-it-all and trying to just always be judgmental towards you, I will never ever connect with you. So be observant, be respectful, and finally be clear. What is it that you actually desire to communicate? Can you put it in a concise manner? I really believe Gen Z, Gen Alpha, if they can just focus on being observant, being respectful, and being clear, man, they can really be effective.
That is amazing. I mean, it's so simple, yet so effective. Just to be observant is observant, respectful, and clear. Mm-hmm. It is the most underrated ways of being, but you nailed it.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.